one, shout out to Shane, $10. He says, realistically, what is a successful season? Team just went 4-13, and we're in a honeymoon phase with the new regime, so hopes are higher than rationale. But we're back, baby, getting faded in Club Jaguar. Hell yeah. Jordan, we'll start with you on this one. What's a successful season to you?
Winning record.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they should make the playoffs based on their schedule. I think that the offense should be a well-oiled machine at some point early in the season based on the talent and the coaching. I think that the defense is up in the air. And I think the special teams will be excellent.
Interesting. What about you, Jason?
I mean, obviously, successful is an objective term. The playoffs would be successful, but I think getting to the heart of his question, for me, a successful season would be 7 wins. Are you kidding me? Like, if we can get to 7 wins with a first-year head coach, a first-year offensive coordinator, first-year GM, 7 wins, I think, would be successful. I know a lot of Jags fans wouldn't view that as successful, but a jump from 4 to 7, to me, again, the 7 wins looking good, right? Not like, I don't know. 7 to me, I'd be happy with 7 wins. I would love more, but if they're under 7, I would be disappointed.
See, I don't know if I'd be happy with 7 wins. Like, I want this season to go pretty much how the Buccaneers season was in 2024. I want to win games by scoring a lot of points, outscoring the other teams, and sneaking into the playoffs with a bad division, right? And I'm not saying AFC South. I mean, I don't think the Colts are going to be good. I don't think the Titans are going to be good. The Texans are still the Texans. I mean, they're definitely going to be a threat, but you shouldn't be any less than second place in the AFC South. I mean, if you're finishing third or fourth place, I think that's a real issue. But I mean, offensively, what's stopping us, right? I mean, we had Brian Thomas Jr., third in the NFL in reception or in receiving yards in 2024. You just went up and got Travis Hunter, so that should be a really good 1-2 combo. I actually kind of liked how some of the interior offensive linemen played this past week for the Jaguars, and I mean the running backs. I don't. It kind of reminded me this game of like my frustrations with ETN and Tank Bigsby. I mean, ETN, I fear sometimes his vision issues, and I feel like he's not as fast as the player that we drafted. And with Tank Bigsby, it's like, dude, how are you dropping the ball all the time? Like, he still has the fumbling issue. I mean, I don't think he ever truly got over that because he still put the ball on the ground last year. So I'm on the Bashal Tootin train, but also like quarterback play. It's not like the offensive line where you need 5 guys to play well and they form one unit. You have one quarterback. If that quarterback can really play to the contract we gave him, to the expectations of, the number 1 overall pick, the generational guy that he is, I have a lot of, belief and faith in Trevor Lawrence. And then now we did everything for him, right? We got the number 1 wide receiver. We got Travis Hunter. I think the offensive line should be good enough. And we have a guy that's coming in with a blended scheme of what Sean McVay's doing with the Rams, what Liam Cohen did with the Bucks, even Grant Uditsky over there with the Minnesota Vikings. Like, this offense should be good. It should be good. So I'm expecting at the very least a lot of points. If we lose games by scoring 30 points, I guess it's concerning on the defensive end, but I'll feel pretty good about what the offense looks like. But that's kind of my hope, that we win a bunch of games, scoring a lot of points, and I don't know. That's my opinion. So.
Yeah, I think success is successful should be winning more games than you lose, being right there to make the playoffs.
If you're coming off of an average season, I'd agree with you, but we're coming off of a 4-win season.
I think a minimum acceptable outcome doesn't even have to do with the wins and losses. That's fair. Does the offense look good?
That's skirting the question.
No, that's the answer. Does the offense look good? Because if it doesn't look good, then you are, as an organization, in deep, deep shit.
Yes, that's the right answer. But I think they're looking for a win number. Like, I'm with you. Like, but
if the offense looks good, you're okay next year. If it doesn't look good, you're screwed.
That's what I meant at 7 wins. A good looking offense with 7 wins, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But also, Jason, you say like, oh yeah, we had 4 wins last year, but in 2017 we went to the playoffs after going like what 4-12. In 2022 we went to the playoffs after 3-14 with Urban Meyer. Heck, the Commanders were in the NFC Championship game after having like number 2 overall pick. So in the NFL, it's a lot easier to flip the script, right? A lot of times these rosters are actually pretty decent. They're just being held back by bad coaching, and the Jaguars were as badly coached last year of any team I've seen on the Jaguars, right? We've had some bad coaching, but Doug Peterson just rolled over and gave up. His love affair with Press Taylor, I'll never understand. He wanted to throw the quarterback under the bus every week, but if anybody says anything bad about Press Taylor, you better not talk bad about this guy. It drove me nuts. I don't know what happened last year, but I don't think saying like the Jags were 4-13. I don't think it's fair. It's fair to say that's what we are, and we should only expect 3 more wins after that.
They were one of those teams that should have had 7 wins last year.
Yeah, but
just based on regression.
Every team can say that. Every team can point to games they lost by 1 score, a bad.
No, I think that they were literally like one of the league leaders in games lost by less than a touchdown.
And that's what the NFL
is. Like 8 to 10 games. And I'm not saying that means they were good. I'm saying that they shouldn't have been a 4-win team last year, and saying that it's okay if they're a 7-win team. I still don't think that's successful. I think that's the minimum possible outcome that you can look forward and feel like, okay, as long as the offense is good and we got a couple more wins, then we're all right.
I just fear, like, first of all, I'm looking at this as a rebuild, right? Like, I'm not saying 7 wins is like what will be forever with this staff and this team. I'm saying next year, given all of the variables of newness, 7 wins would be successful to me.
I don't think we're a rebuild. I think the Titans are a rebuild. Like, we're so much further ahead than the Titans.
I fear that you all, and this doesn't make me popular with Jags fans. I get it, and I get crap for this. I don't care. I fear that you guys are overrating our personnel. Like, I really do fear that people think this team has better players than they do. And, like, yes, I want them to win, but I think this team is deficient of talent more than people want to acknowledge, and that's okay, but it will not be an overnight success. It will not be the Commanders from 1 year. We're not dropping Jaden Daniels on this team. We have a history of Trevor Lawrence and what he does. You said, Dalton, what's stopping us? That was your first question. The guy taking the snaps may be stopping us, unfortunately. Like, I hope he's not, but he may be. So that's a reality that we have to at least acknowledge. And this pie in the sky that, like, oh, we're fine because we have new coaches now, is just super optimistic thinking. That's why
I think the optimistic thinking is on the defense. Like, everybody wants to love this defensive coordinator, Anthony Campanile, and I do too. But, like, everybody loved Ryan Nielsen last summer, and that turned into a complete train wreck. And so I honestly do think that the Jaguars' offense is going to be good. If we're asking what I think the offense is going to be good.
I think they will too. If Trevor plays the way he did during that stretch, we'll have a great offense. But he's the X factor. I'm not worried about Liam Cohen. I'm not worried about the O-line. I am, but not compared to Trevor.
The X factor for the offense?
I'm not worried about the running backs. I'm worried about Trevor.
You're saying for the offense, that's the X factor?
Trevor Lawrence is the X factor in the offense. Yeah. I saw the ball he threw where he almost put Brian Thomas Jr. in the hospital. I saw him scramble up the middle when he had a wide open Parker Washington and dragging across the middle of the field.
I still don't think Parker was looking for the ball.
I'm just, listen, I think
if he throws that ball, it's an interception. So
we'll agree to disagree on that, and that's okay.
Pops off Parker's head, and that's an interception.
It's okay. I hope in Trevor. He's my quarterback. I think he's got the talent and the potential, but we haven't seen peak Trevor in a while, and that's the reality.
There was definitely flashes last year, but nothing consistent.
Well, I saw Mason Rudolph flash last week. Does that mean he's good?
That was preseason against the Jaguars.
He flashed.
Okay. I think that we're reaching now, Jason.
Okay. Can't reach.
Reaching territory. All right, we'll get to the last couple of super chats.